I think I've lost my mind, and I was always taught that when you lose things, you should go back to where you last had them. And that's where I keep running into you. If you're listening, I miss you. I never met him. Our paths never crossed. So what am I missing? What have I lost? I miss you.
Alright, so cool. How's everybody out there doing today? It's of course your boy Valandis, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about very simple one light setups that anybody can use to get the most cinematic films, videos, pictures, whatever the case may be. So if you're not new to this channel or me or my work, then you know that I don't use much lighting at all, if ever. Mostly because I try to keep my films and setup pretty low maintenance, pretty low budget, and just overall a little bit more natural. But as of lately, the way that you can use, shape, and manipulate light has been very interesting to me, and I've been trying to experiment more with using light, but also trying to keep using light as simple as possible for myself. I'm not an expert at using light, but I have been using a lot of natural light. I have been using the sun to kind of create some of the things that people use lights to create to the best of my abilities. Now, my three favorite and in my opinion the most cinematic looking light setups are the top down, the side light, and the backlight. And not to say that other forms and lighting styles aren't as cinematic or effective. These are just my personal favorites and the things that I like to do within my videos. For me in my work, I try not to overcomplicate things or make things harder or do a lot of extra stuff. A lot of times for me, I'm doing this stuff by myself and I'm on the run and I'm on the go and I'm fighting against time and light that I have outside or whatever the case may be. So a lot of the times I'm trying to do a lot of this stuff as fast and as simple as I can. I definitely wouldn't get caught up in trying to make things perfect because, like, you know, I don't think anything is perfect. I don't think life is perfect. I don't think things can be perfect. I'm okay with things being not as good as they can be as long as I am creating something. So for me, I like to go out. I like to, if I just need one light, I'll just take one light. If I need no lights, I won't take any lights. If I just have to create something just to create something, that's what I do. I don't really necessarily think about what I don't have or what I need and I don't have to create something. I just go out and try to create it regardless of the gear that I already have. And like you've seen in the short film, which is one of my favorite short films that I've made in a long time. I think it looks really good and I like the feel and vibe of it, but all of that was shot with just a couple lights and the sun and just knowing where to be and when to be there. I think stories and the things that you add within those stories are more important than some of these things, but definitely light is one of the most important things. You can't really create videos without it, or you can't really create anything without it because you won't be able to see. So lighting is clearly very, very, very important, and I definitely use it to my advantage whenever I'm doing anything of the sort. So yeah, these lighting setups are my favorite lighting setups. They're also very simple. But while we're at it and we're talking about important things, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, which is audio. So you guys know exactly how important sound is for me in my videos. And audio has been my go-to platform for finding all the music and sound effects for these videos. When I'm making a video, it's important to me that I'm able to find exactly what I'm looking for fast and not waste so much time digging around to find something that I need. The layout of audio is amazing. They've made it so simple and so easy to find things that I need in a hurry. And the Audio Pro plan is the best value for your money. It's a yearly subscription that gives you access to the entire catalog of music and sound effects Audio has to offer. I love that the music and sound effects are high quality, so you can get the exact feeling for any video that you're making. All the assets downloaded in the subscription period are for the content creator to use forever. Even if you decide not to renew your subscription, all the music that you've downloaded is yours forever. One of the coolest parts about Audio is the Link AI feature, where you can copy music from Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, or SoundCloud, and Audio will do their best job to find you a similar song, which I think is incredible. Audio is offering an annual access to their Audio Pro plan for 70% off, which is only $59.70 for the whole year or $4.90 per month, which makes it the most affordable and best value for the money deal in music licensing market today. So click the link in my bio and use the code Volandis to get 70% off your purchase. Thank you, Audio, for sponsoring this video. But all right, cool. Let's talk about the lighting setups that I use for this video and other videos that I've made in the past. And each one of these scenes were shot with just one light, whether that was the sun, the aperture 600D, or the Nanlite tube light stick thingy that I have. In the scene of Erica in the bathroom, in the bathtub, all of that was shot just with one light, top down, and that's the 600D. Just on a C-stand as high as it can go with an egg crate attachment to it, because I didn't want the light spilling everywhere, and I kind of wanted to focus the light just on the bathtub and the bathtub alone. It's also pretty bright. Well, the colors in the bathroom are pretty bright, so the light would definitely bounce everywhere, and I kind of wanted to create a more dramatic and kind of gritty, emotional, kind of just all around unsettling feeling for this scene. In real life, in any scenario in which someone would be in the bathroom at night with the lights on, the light would usually come from the ceiling of the bathroom or wherever the lights are usually in the ceiling. So for the bathroom scene, I wanted to make it seem like the light was coming down and not from the side or through a window or anything, because again, I wanted it to seem like it was nighttime or just dark, and the only light that was in there was the top down lighting. Now for me, top down lighting is one of my favorite styles of lighting. I don't do it that often because it is quite a pain to, one, set up, two, it doesn't always call, like you can't really always light something from the top down. The ceilings usually have to be a little bit higher. It was kind of difficult to light the bathroom scene because the ceilings were very low and the light was almost touching the bathtub. So it was a little bit difficult, but it is one of my favorite styles of lighting because you can glamorize a subject. Kind of makes you feel like in awe of someone. It creates like these shadows in the eyes, and it's just one of my favorite styles of lighting, and the way that it creates shadows on a subject or whatever you're shooting is some of my favorite styles of lighting. Also, I think it's the most natural because, like, I mean, within your home, the lights are in the ceiling. When you go into a building, the lights are high up most of the time. So I think it's a pretty natural way of viewing someone or something within light. I think a lot of Hollywood films use top-down lighting for a lot of scenes and stuff too, but clearly they have bigger budgets and, you know, multiple lights, and yeah, but top-down lighting is one of my favorites. This was just done with the Aperture 600D and a light box with the egg crate, and yeah, I think it looks good. Now moving on to side light. If you know me, you know side light is used a lot within these videos. I use it almost exclusively for a lot of these videos. I think also when you're shooting a subject and shooting on that shadow side of their face, it kind of brings out more depth in that image, in that scene, and just in that person or subject. And it just makes everything definitely feel more cinematic. Side lighting is so good. It always just looks good. And for the video of Erica at the beginning, I either use the light tube thing for side lighting. A lot of the times when she was on the couch and like looking away or at the camera, and I wanted it to feel like the sun was coming in from the window and kind of hitting her, because it really wasn't reaching her face, but I wanted some light on her face, so I just used the light tube for that. Other than that, I just used the sun for the rest of the side lighting. The sun that is provided to all of us by, you know, Mother Nature herself. So a lot of times I will just use the sun or whatever light source that I have to create some form of side lighting and create some shadows on the opposite side of someone or the subject. And for this, I think it came out pretty good, and all I used was a light stick, which a lot of people don't understand how powerful those things are. great little light tool. Now for the backlighting, and I think backlighting doesn't get enough credit. Backlighting is one of the most incredible ways to light something. It creates a full silhouette. Again, some of my favorite scenes from movies utilizes backlighting, and it always looks so good. It's just something about something being silhouetted that just feels cinematic, just feels really good, just feels really mysterious and moody, and I love it. And I love backlighting because it can create so many different types of feelings, whether that's like scary or like glory, something inspirational, something sad, something mysterious. It just has so many ways of creating and making scenes feel different, just within the same type of lighting, just how you utilize it. And that's why it's one of my favorite styles of lighting. But for backlighting, clearly I just use any of these lights and create, especially the sun. I think the sun is probably my favorite light to use when I am backlighting someone or backlighting something. And within the video of Erica that I made, again, I just used the sun, or the videos of anybody else that I've made using backlight. I've always just used the light available and placed them in it or behind it just to create that silhouette. Now, like I said, all of these lighting setups were extremely simple. Again, I don't like to overcomplicate things, or I don't like to make things more difficult than what they need to be. A lot of times you can create and make things look good and look cool and look up to par and standard with a lot of other stuff that you see online these days. All right, but yeah, man, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, got something out of it. If not, I apologize. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, I'm not talking to you because you already did what you had to do. But with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here, man, and I'm gonna go do some shit. It's good talking to y'all, good seeing y'all. See you in the next one. You know the vibes, man. Let's get it.